This week, I've had to make one of the biggest decisions of my life. After years of struggling with my weight, I've finally started the Mounjaro weight loss injections. It's a decision I never wanted to make, but for me, it was becoming a choice between changing now or risking not being around as long as I'd hoped. Then, after spending more time traveling, I've come to a surprising conclusion. Are camper vans really the dream for YouTube vloggers, or are they actually one of the worst choices you can make? I'll show you the reality that nobody seems to talk about. And if that wasn't enough, disaster struck when our car's windscreen suddenly needed an emergency replacement. What should have been a simple repair turned into a day we definitely hadn't planned. So if you enjoy honest travel, real life adventures, and the occasional bit of chaos, you're in the right place. Grab a drink, sit back, and let's get started.
Right, today I'm in Sheffield and I've come to get my car windscreen repaired. These are the two guys that are going to be doing it. What's the name of the company? Auto Windscreens, and that's in Sheffield. So I'm going to leave them to it and I'll be back a bit later on when they're done. I needed to go somewhere to get this done because it had a massive, great big crack right across the windscreen, which was just getting worse. It's starting to go up now, so I thought I'd get it done. Got it on the insurance, but it still cost me £100. But there you go, that's what you've got to pay for, isn't it? But one thing I did notice about this place is in Sheffield, there is a really bad road. I'm going to show you this because you would not believe, if you're looking at potholes, you would not believe this one and what this road's like. So I'm just going to turn you around. So just have a look at that one. I don't know what that is. That's probably about 8 inches deep. All the way down here, down this road, as you can see, they're trying to maneuver around all these massive great holes. So I better get out of the way because they've obviously got to go quite wide on some of these. If you don't know the road, then it's devastating because I've been down here a couple of times. Well, just have a look at those holes there. She's just gone down that one, but look at that hole there. And this one, look. These have got to be 8 inches easily, and there's so many of them. And this one up here, just look at the size of that one. That's not good, is it? Anyway, I just thought I'd show you that because if you're ever going to come up to this place, do be aware of them because it just sneaks up on you. There's, I don't know, there must be at least 10 or 12 different holes there. But that's not what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be walking down to the river, and when I get there, I'll decide what I'm going to talk about then, and I really don't know what I'm going to be talking about yet. So this is basically what Sheffield town looks like. Not too far from the A1M or the M1. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk down this road. I think I'll cross over here because there's don't seem to be much coming at the moment. So I'll nip across the road. I'm going to be heading straight down this way towards where I know the river is and walk down the river. It's probably a bit better to walk down there and have a chat with you than walk around the streets. I've decided what I'm going to be talking about today, and it's quite personal, so I don't really want to be walking around in the streets talking about it. I just wanted to show you this. This is for sale. It's been here a long while. It's boarded up at the moment, but just look at the angle of that. I don't think I'd like to buy that at that sort of angle. It used to be Barclays Bank by the looks of it. So yeah, look at those stilts. Look a little bit worse for wear, don't they? Plants for sale. Somebody's doing a little bit of plant selling on the side there. What do they call these? Cherubs or these statues? I don't know. But cherubs, are they? The babies are cherubs. The brewery tap, free house. Got quite a few pubs out actually in Sheffield. So there's another pub over there called the Swan. Been there for years, but this is the river anyway. And so I'm just going to walk along this footpath and have a chat. So anyway, that's the river. Now, what am I going to be talking about today? Well, if you've seen any of my other videos, some of my earlier ones that I've done on this channel, I've been speaking about how I was depressed and how I've always had a weight problem. And that still exists today. But I'm going to see if we can do something to change all that. And that's what I wanted to talk about. As I say, have a look at the other videos. It'll give you like an introduction as to what my problems have been throughout my life. But the main one, all of my life, has been the easy ability to put on weight, and that's always been a bit of a problem. I was just looking at myself in the mirror and looking at somebody who was 19.5 stone. So what I decided to do, I think it was probably about this time last year. We're now coming to the end of July 2026, and probably about this time last year I thought to myself, I'm not going to put up with this any longer. I've got to do something about it, otherwise it's going to kill me. Because at that time I was 19.5 stone. Now I'm now 15 stone, and so that's quite a good improvement. But the problem is I'm just stuck on 15 stone now, and I don't know how to get it going any better. I really am struggling with trying to lose more weight. I don't want to go down too drastic. I don't want to go down to sort of 11 stone or something silly like that, because I'd be like a rake. You know, I'm quite a large framed fella. So, but 15 stone, I'm still carrying a bit of bulk around that I don't want to be. So I'd like to get down to, say, 13 stone, something around about that. And I believe I weighed myself the other day. I think it was 15 stone, 4 pounds. So it seems to have fluctuated from going just under 15 stone, and then when I went to Benidorm in May, that completely upped it up, as a technical term, because I put on 10 pounds, but I was eating and drinking absolutely everything. But that weight didn't stay on. It probably dropped down in probably a couple of weeks. It took me to just lose 5-6 pounds. But it sort of left me with this, well, this weight that I'm on now currently, which is 15 stone 4, something like that. And I just seem to hover around the 15 stone. I can't get rid of it. Now that's not all to do with the fact that I need to stop eating or do less or do more. It's the problem I'm having is that I get very hungry in the evenings, and it's so ravenous. I could eat a horse in the evening, especially if I've been really good during the day and cutting down and everything. To cut a long story short, I've been trying to do it naturally by just cutting down, going for a good hour walk every day, sometimes twice a day, and that definitely seemed to knock off all that weight. Initially from 19.5 stone, getting down to what I am today. That's all I've done. Just cut back, cut down, and just go for a walk. No sort of excessive stuff, going to the gym and all that sort of thing. 2 reasons. One is I'm tight. I don't want to pay out for a gym membership, especially when I've got a lot of the free weights at home where I could do that. But I don't want to be putting on muscle either, or putting on, muscle. Because when you put on weight, you can just replace the fat with muscle. I'm fairly big at the moment. I'm fairly good with my muscular structure anyway. So it's just the fat loss I want to get rid of. I've been struggling to actually lose more weight, and I've been trying to do it in a natural way as best I possibly can. So it was just the fact of trying to lose, I don't know what she was looking at. I was trying to do it in a natural way and just going out for walking and things like that, but it didn't seem to work. It doesn't matter what I do, I can't change the situation. Now there's lots of people around me, and lots of people you probably know as well, who are on some sort of weight loss jab. And that's what I wanted to talk about, because I've been very, very reluctant to go down that road, purely on the basis of health. Is it fully tested? Various other things like that. And I've had members of my family who have been on that for quite a while. So yeah, a lot of my family have been on Mounjaro, and that seemed to work for them very well. First of all, it was obviously a bit slow for him. You know, it's like everything, I suppose. Body's got to get used to it. But I've succumbed. Let's put it like this. Let's cut the story short. I've succumbed to the pressure of being stuck for about 5 months now and really not being able to shift any more weight. And my wife was on exactly the same. She got a plateau. She lost about 4 stone and she reached a plateau, and she said to me, look, I want to go on this Mounjaro. And I said, well, are you sure? Are you sure? You know, because, you know, there are side effects with that. And she said, no. She said, look, I'm in my 70s. I want to, basically, she said to me, she said this morning, I basically want to know what it's like to be thinner. And she's been on that for, I think it's about 9 months now. And she's regularly now losing weight, 2 pounds, 1 pound a week. And you can see the difference. You can see the difference in her completely. My son was, my daughter, she's been on it for quite a while before, but she's now pregnant, so she's totally come off of that and put on loads of weight. But anyway, that's another story. My son, he's like me. He said, no way are we going to take that. We're not going to take that jab. It was exactly the same sort of mindset as me, really. Is it safe? His wife, she lost a lot of weight using it, and she said to him, look, and his name's Steve, and you might have seen him on some of the other videos. He was putting on a lot of weight. He was up to about 18 stone himself. And he's a little bit taller than me, so he could carry it off a little bit better, but it was noticeable in his face. He was getting really sort of massive on his face. So she decided, not him, but his wife said to him, look, I'm going to buy it for you and I want you to go on it for your sake. So that's what he done about 2 months ago. And since then, I'm just looking at him and I'm thinking, you know, he's losing weight. Let me just turn the screen back on, it's just gone off. Right, so I'm looking at my son and I'm thinking, well, you're losing weight now and you couldn't do it before. And just the other day, on the Saturday just gone, it's now Tuesday, I had my 68th birthday party, which everybody come round. I've done a curry and all the usual things. If you want to see my other channel. Wow, look at that. You need to get those on your plate because they're not going to last long. I made sure I've had one. Oh look, it's Bob and Andrew. What actually happened on that day is I noticed that he wasn't eating anything. So it's not the fact that he could just lose weight because he was on that drug. Obviously that drug is helping him with his appetite, because like me, he's an eater and you know we like our food, but he wasn't hardly eating anything. I said to him, are you all right? Do you feel unwell or something? He said, no, I'm fine, but I just wanted to, I don't really feel like I want to eat anything. So I thought, well, that's good. So anyway, let's get back round to me. So 3 days later, I'm now thinking about, or yesterday I was thinking about doing it myself. I thought, well, it's about 150 quid for the lowest dose. I'll give it a go. I'll see how it goes on. I'm going back to Benidorm. This is all vanity, isn't it? Because I'm going back to Benidorm shortly. And I want to lose a few pounds before I go back there. So yesterday I bit the bullet, filled in all the forms, took all the photographs of myself. Look at this here, look. This nice little place to stop by the side of the river here. There's quite a few of these. I haven't shown you any, but yeah, it's like a pathway that walks all the way through. Anyway, so what I thought I'd do is I'd give it a go. Paid the money, filled in all the forms, took the photographs, showed all my fat belly and everything to obviously the doctors that look at it all. They've passed it and it went out yesterday. And this morning at 10:30, 11:15, I think it was, I get my first package of Mounjaro in a little freezer box and all the gear to go with it. And I said to my wife, I said, well, I'll do that later on. No, do it now. Do it right now. So, because she's going away for a few days. She said, do it right now. We'll make sure that you've done it correctly, and then we'll move on, see how you feel. Now, I did that. It's probably about 2 hours ago now. And if you're ever thinking about it because you're frightened of needles, believe you me, that needle is probably about 3 millimeters, and it is tiny. You just got to sort of just give it a jab in after you've wound it all down and all that sort of thing. If you've done it, you know what I'm talking about. And then you just press the plunger and it just puts it in. Absolutely no problem, no pain, nothing. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And what I'll do on this channel, I'm going to show you, I might do it in this video if I've got courage to do it, but I'm going to show you what I look like. That's right, there's a bird that just come through there and I thought it was going to hit me. I'm just going to take some photographs of myself, what I look like, and I'll put it on this channel. And then hopefully in a couple of months, just before I go away on a holiday, I'll do it again, and we'll see how we get on. Hopefully I'm going to be losing some weight, otherwise I've just wasted 150 quid or even 300 by the time that gets done, because obviously it's £150 per month, which isn't cheap, I know, but it's like my wife said, the amount of food that you won't be eating will probably make up for at least half of that anyway. So you're not actually paying out the full £149 for all of it, because you're not going to be eating as much. So our grocery bill is going to be right down. And I hope she's right, because otherwise I can't be doing this. And the thing is, with what I've been noticing with a lot of people, especially on YouTube, I look at a lot of YouTube channels and I compare notes with what I'm doing and what they're doing, just to see if I'm on the right track, because it's a very new channel that I've got. This one is definitely very new. It's probably only weeks old now. So I've been looking at other people and they've been saying, yeah, I'm on the Mounjaro and I'm going out and I'm going to have this meal. And then they go out and the meal's probably going to cost them $40 or 50 euros, wherever they are. And they're not eating it. They can't physically eat it. And then on the other side, you've got other people who don't eat anything, but they go out and they have like 4 or 5 pints and they replace their food intake for a liquid food intake. But that totally blows my mind. I think, well, why are you bothering? What are you doing it for? Are you trying to reduce weight by cutting down your intake? Or are you just trying to, let's go through here. Can't quite see. So I don't know what that was. I'll be a bit quiet, but that was a little tent on the side of the river. I don't know whether he's sleeping rough there or not, but this is getting a bit, just show you, this is getting a bit overgrown. I might actually start to turn back. So I'm probably coming up to at least 20 minutes now. So it might be a good idea to just turn back and wander around the streets a bit more until they've completed my car. But yeah, look, there's another one there. So I don't know whether anybody's, well, I presume that people will be living in them, but it's just so far out of the way down this track. So I think I've basically covered most things on that and why I'm doing it. And I'm still very nervous about doing it all. If you want to leave some comments down below and let me know how you've got on and what's if you've had any problems or side effects. And if you want to continue to see my journey on this channel, then please also subscribe, and then you'll be notified straight away if you click on that little notification bell when I put a new video up. But like I say, I would really like to hear from other people how they're getting on with it. Even if it's not Mounjaro, if you've gone on to the Wegovy, is it, or something like that, or even this new tablet form, that would be interesting to hear from people. Now I don't know what this is here. I think this looks just like a little concrete bridge that goes over the river or stream. I think it's just a farmer's, yeah, it's just a means of the farmer being able to get from that field across to this one. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up this way just to see where it comes out. I'll try to stay parallel with the footpath. But like I say, as you probably could see, there is that little makeshift. It's not even a tent. It's made up of a piece of plastic sheeting, and I can see obviously there's bedding or something inside, and somebody is obviously sleeping rough there. But in this weather, what does it matter, you know? Oh, I don't care. I don't care what people do. If that's what they want to try and survive and live their life, then good luck to them. But it's not for me. I've spoken quite recently to a couple on YouTube who've just bought a motorhome. Well, they haven't actually bought a motorhome. They've had a van and they're going to do a conversion on it. And I just feel that they're going to get fed up with that. To be blatantly obvious with you. Right. So. Right. Let's just go up this way. I don't know if you saw much in there. I couldn't see that there's anybody in there, but there appears to be, I think it was down here, tucked away. No, there's another one up here. There's another one just over there that's tucked away under that tree. That looks a bit more like a tent. So, yeah, they're in there. I'll say they're in there. I can't see anybody in there, but I don't really want to be honest with you. I don't really want to be disturbing anybody. So let's go back onto this track. As it's now opened up a bit, so I should be okay. Yeah, what they've done is they've gone out and bought, or they already had quite a large, it's not transit, it's one of those double wheelbase or long wheelbase vans, and they're going to convert it. And he's doing quite a good job of it. But the problem is they are vloggers who go all over the world in all these fancy hotels, and they seem to be doing it nearly every week. Now, they're probably not doing it every week, but I would say at least every 3 weeks they're going away somewhere to a new destination. And living in a motorhome or a converted van for any length of time isn't a good thing, I don't think, because if there's two of them there and they're used to the space of their house, because they've got quite a large house, and then they're having to live in somewhere like that, and if it's raining and it's cold outside and you get all your clothes wet, you know, you come back from the pub, had a bit of a skinful, and you want to get into your bed, and then you realise, well, you've got to make it all up. Now, I might sound like I'm whining a bit. I'm not. Good luck to them if they can do it and they like it, but I honestly, I don't think they will. I think they will come to a point where they would just say, I don't really think this is for us. And I've known a lot of other people who've gone out and bought a motorhome, brand new one, 70, 80,000 pounds. And they've had them for a year and then it's gone. So I say to them, well you know, what happened to the motorhome? We decided we'd trade it in for something a bit bigger, or oh no, it wasn't really for us. And I prefer them to say that, because you know that is probably the truth of the matter, is that they've given it a year. They've realised that going around in a converted van, you've got to park up, you've got the fees or the costs on the sites, which aren't cheap nowadays. You know, the day when you used to be able to go and get somewhere for £7-10, that's gone. Minimum £20 a night now, wherever you go. And a lot of them, they're paying £60-70 a night, which is incredible amount of money for what you're getting. And the trouble with a motorhome, I've had one. I had a big American one. I'll put it on the screen now, what I had. Now that one you just saw, that was a big Dodge. It's fairly old, because well, it was 20 years ago when I had that. But it had all the amenities in there, including aircon and absolutely everything, even a 2 kilowatt onboard generator. So it was totally independent, really. But even, you know, we got fed up with that. And that was a lot larger than some of these other ones. And this is the problem, that you know, you can't go anywhere unless you take one of those little cars with you. You see a lot of people have these like little smart cars hooked on the back of them so they can go to the destination, and they use that just to transport themselves around. But if they don't, then you've got to physically get up, move everything into your van, go out somewhere for the day, in your motorhome, try to find somewhere to park it, if you can, and then you come back and you've got to do it all again.
Want to see how I turn this 200 pounds old workhorse and a free caravan into our home on wheels for under 2,000 pounds? Then subscribe for the upcoming videos now.
So, first of all, it might seem a cheap option to going away, because you know you don't have to pay hotel fees and all the rest of it. But believe you me, there's a lot of accessories that you're going to need to buy just to keep yourself going. And if you don't want to leave if you want to be able to leave your motorhome on site, then you're going to have to take another vehicle with you. So that's another added expense. I head back to see if they've done my car now. I need a bit of a rest. It's a blazing hot day. It's I think it's the 28th of July 2026, and it's a little bit overcast with clouds, but the sun seems to be coming through, because the clouds are quite sparse. If you have a look up there, so you can see there are clouds, but there's lots of blue skies in between. And it's hot. I'm starting to sweat. Or is it the Mounjaro that's kicking in, and it's making me lose all this water? I don't know, because that's one of the things that it does say on there, is that you must make sure that you drink plenty of water. And I drink, you know, moderately amounts of water, but nothing like I should do, especially from what they've been saying. I'm probably going to have to go at least 3 or 4 times the amount of water. I'm going to up the level to what they're saying. So I'm now heading back. This is gone back onto the tarmac pathway that goes between at the side of the river, which is just over that way. And I'm going to just walk up this pathway and head my way back. I'm pretty sure they probably won't have finished by now, because they did say they was going to phone me, so they haven't phoned me, so I'll presume they're still going. But I'll see if I can get a drink somewhere. Got to keep that intake of liquid up, not just for the Mounjaro that I'm on, but also the fact that I'm sweating, and my son's exactly the same. We call ourselves sweaters because that's what we do. Anything over 20 degrees and we start to melt. And we not only melt, we start leaking water everywhere. So that's what happens. But I don't know, it's one of those things that happens to some people, not others. If you're lucky that you don't get so hot, then you are lucky. But believe you me, because even in the winter months we struggle with it. The pair of us, you know, we can be working outside in the winter, and my hands start to burn, and it's terrible. It's an infliction, because I really love to see other people when they're just sitting around nice and calm and relaxed, and I'm sitting there going, oh, sweat's pouring off me. Terrible. Right, let's see if we can go and get a drink. Now, when I came down there earlier, I came across that footbridge, but I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to keep on going along here because it's in the same direction, so hopefully it will come out on the actual roadway when I get up here. Can you hear those kids? Trying to make out their birds, making bird noises at the back there. So anyway, I'll turn this round because there's 4 girls walking down here, and I don't like to film them. Oh yeah? Hi. You all right? Good. Yeah, so we've come out here. Obviously there's railings there, I can't get over those, so we just have to continue down this pathway. Hopefully I can get out somewhere up here, find myself something to drink. But I'm not going to go into that estate over there because I don't feel that's going to be in the right direction. So I'm just going to carry on, continue down this way, down the pathway. Now, I've no idea when I'm going to come out. It could be completely over the other side of the town by the time I get back, but at least I'm still following the river here. So if I'm running parallel with that, I'm probably going to come out very close to where I came in, which would be a good thing for me. Now, if you're watching this, I've already done the end part of it, and I've said my goodbyes and everything else. So this is being put back a little bit earlier in the video. And obviously when I get to the end, I'm going to be sort of jumping right back there somewhere, and that's how I'll be doing the outro. But yeah, this looks like where I came in, I think. No, it's not. It's another bridge. So it looks like I'm a little bit further down. I believe I might have gone down the other end of the town, so I'm going to have to walk back a bit. Yeah, I've come out of the other end. See, right down there where those traffic lights are, I turned out of there and went straight up. Well, I turned out left, but it's going straight on actually. And this is just coming back from the other way. But so there must be like 2 of these streams, or 2 of these little rivers that go into one further down. Right. Now, I believe there's a little shop up here on the left-hand side, and I'm going to pop in there and get myself a drink. Well, I've just reached a little shop called the, what is it? It's called the Paper Shop. So I think I'll go and have a look in here. See if I can get myself, yeah. Now then, what am I going to have? Something out of there. Just have a look around. Definitely don't want any wine or anything like that. And those bottles are too big. Do I do that, or do I get myself an ice cream? Let's have a look. No, I think I will actually. No, I mustn't have ice cream. I'm on this diet. I'm paying lots of money out for this. So. Let's have a look in here. Right. Let's go for a Pepsi Max. I can't see any water, so that's going to have to be the next best thing. Because it's cold, it's wet. I'll go for one of them.
Oh, you
Thank you. Yes, thank you. How are you?
85, please. Thank you. Is there anything else?
That's all, thank you.
Warm enough?
It's getting, I've just walked down the river and it was fairly warm down there.
The river is warm.
Yeah.
There's no breeze.
No.
If there is breeze, you love the river.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's no breeze at all.
Yeah, I'm just getting my car done round the corner and the windscreen fixed. That was all very nice, wasn't it? So I got myself a, what was it? Pepsi Max. So just bear with me. Just open this up. Right. Yeah, so that shop was called the paper shop. First of all, I thought it was to do with paper, but it's obviously, it probably is a news agent's called the paper shop. So anyway, that's what Shefford's like. I think it's quite a nice little town. It's not a village, it's a little town, so I think it's quite nice. There's obviously buses that come through. That's the 9B, which goes into Stevenage. Whenever I come on a bus from that way, it goes through from Bedford, which is, that would be the 9A bus that I normally get. So yeah, they've got their church right here in the town centre. And there's right down there, there's a little shopping centre with the Morrisons. And you can actually get to that from round this way. What I'm going to do, I will go down this way, to be honest with you. Hang on, need 3 hands here. So I'm going to put this down. My phone's ringing. I can only assume. Hello? Right, so I don't know what happened there. I answered my phone and all of a sudden it went off. Perhaps it was interfering with perhaps the signal was interfering with the microphone signal or something. It turned itself off, I don't know. Anyway, I had to put my glasses on because I couldn't see the... One trouble with these little cameras, they've got the tiny little screens on them that enable you to change all the settings, but I can't quite see that. So anyway, back on with the sunglasses, pick up my drink. I'm going to go down this way, which takes you back into the centre where there is a Morrison store. In fact, if you've seen my video on the other channel, I did a review of a Morrison's curry takeaway. So it looks like my wife's going straight in with a chicken jalfrezi. And that's where I got it from. This was the one. Because I popped into my son at Sandy, which is just up the road about 10 miles, come back through this way, which is a direct route to where I live. And we just basically popped in here and there was 2 curries available. And if you want to see that review of that, it's on Retired Explorer. Somebody's having a domestic on the phone.
No, not at all, not at all, not.
There you go, not at all. It's quite adamant it's not at all. I think they're probably up here somewhere. Ooh, oh, God's sake. Near trips over then. And where are we? I think I came down from this one up here. So that's where I'm going to head. What they said to me was, because my car's fairly old now, and it's got like a very, it's got a tint, a faint tint of blue to the windscreen. They said, well, unfortunately we can't get hold of those anymore. We've done a replacement for you with, let me just have a look, see where we are. I'm getting a bit lost here. Anyway, I'm going to keep on going up here. Excuse me, can you tell me where the window replacement place is? I've just put my car in there about an hour ago and I can't find it.
Go there.
Up there?
Left in front.
Right, lovely, thank you very much. Thank you. When in doubt, ask. I would have been walking around here for quite a while, so anyway, just come up here, turn left. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, because I think what I done is I came down that road and I turned into here. If you've watched any of my other videos, you'll see that I'm like this. I think I know what I'm doing, and I don't. I get lost fairly quickly, fairly easily. So where is it? Where's the car? Oh, I'm terrible. I am terrible. So anyway, here we go. Auto windscreens. Back to where we come from. There's a fitting hub. I don't know if they do anything else. I think that's all they do is just do repairs. But anyway, there's my car sitting there waiting for me. So I'm going to go in and say thank you very much to them. There you go. I got a little bit lost. I was walking around over there and I had to ask somebody how to get back, but yeah, well, thank you very much.
No worries. It's a little dirty because I sprayed the washers and wipers on.
Right. No, that's fine.
working.
That's fine. That's good.
Rain light sensor works. Your heating, I've put all the terminals back together.
Right. Yeah.
It's all good.
Good. Lovely.
Actually, keys are in ignition for you.
Okay.
Don't pressure wash it for 2 days.
No, I never pressure wash it anyway. I very rarely wash it, let alone pressure wash it.
Take it easy over speed bumps and potholes.
Yeah.
No, it's awful around that little corner bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then if you have any other issues, pop by and see us.
Okay.
All right, other than that, car's ready for you. Will you be all right reversing out?
Yeah, yeah.
Brilliant.
Lovely. Let me have a look at this colour that you say it's not.
You might notice it. No? It's because you took your glasses off.
If I can see through it, that's all that matters. What the trouble I had was that because that had a massive great peak right across my eye line.
Oh, was you
And where the
just
sun was
focusing on
shining, it was just like a glow line going right away across the screen. If it had been over that side, I probably wouldn't have bothered for it for a little bit longer, but it was creeping and it was starting to go up as well, so. But anyway, thank you. Your name is?
Jazz.
Jazz, that's it.
Jazz.
Right, well thank you very much,
No
Jazz.
worries, enjoy it.
And the other fella over here. Yeah, thank you very much.
No problem.
You was all involved, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Thanks again, thank you.
Thank you for coming in earlier as well.
Right, okay. Well, there you go, that's it. So that's what they've done for me. Replaced all the windscreen. Nice new one, heated windscreen and water. Rain light sensor. Yeah. And I must remember to take my can of Coke off the roof before I go. Right, thanks again. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. If you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe down below and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you next time with an update on my travels on using Mounjaro.